making sacrifices, us as men, like the type of sacrifices you gotta make. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, to get to whatever goal or thing you want to achieve. And I know for me, I ain't gonna say it's tough, but it's necessary. But you gotta realize, you gotta learn how to prioritize stuff.
Let's go.
And for me, that's been one of the biggest things for me, is like learning how to prioritize things. And sometimes the things I might want to do the most got to be the last thing on the list. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, like, to be for real, like, I've been having a real itch to want to go ahead and play basketball a lot lately. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been wanting to get back out on the court.
Get out there.
But with my schedule and everything, man, like, if I got spare time and I've been out here working and grinding and everything like that, if I got some spare time, I should be spending that with my daughter. That's more important than basketball. You know what I'm saying? Now she come out to the court with me, and you know, once weather and everything pick up, I'll start doing some of that stuff. But some of the sacrifices, man, is just like, as a parent, you can't do everything that you want to do with your child, especially when you in this entrepreneurial role. But the reason I became an entrepreneur is so I could do more than I could than when I was working. You know what I'm saying? So some of the sacrifices I would say for me is like that extra quality time with my daughter. I still make sure I prioritize time with her and spend quality time with her, but it might be things she want to do, but I got an appointment and she got to come roll with me. You know what I'm saying?
So let me ask this question, because I want to clarify. Is sacrifice necessary?
It depends. You know what? That's a great question.
I think sacrifice is definitely necessary. I think growing up, me personally, I think I learned that we as men make things harder than we make it harder than it really is.
Yeah.
And that's just because we just want things. We want them now, and we don't want to wait. We don't want to be patient.
Instant gratification.
Instant gratification, which I was just telling the men before we started rolling. A few years back, I learned about delayed gratification, and I've been trying to implement that in my life, you know, in every aspect.
But
and
you edging?
Huh?
You edging?
Edging, what that mean?
What's that? And I got something to do. Hey, yo, that sound like someone with sex.
Shine.
Get your shine on.
Get your shine on, shout it.
Yeah. So, hey, I put this on. I put it on everywhere. Booty cheeks, kneecaps, underarms. I got the vanilla right here. Usually, hey, I got the lavender one. It helped me sleep good. Cause I be sleeping like this, and I can smell it off my hands. I'm trying to tell you, feeling good. Y'all better rock with this.
Right.
It's that vanilla. Yeah.
Listen, man, we ain't being ashy no more. Hygiene.
Yeah.
Hygiene is important. You need to get your shine. It's hydrating. It's light. It lasts all day. You don't got to use a lot, and it's good from face to foot.
Historically, I don't really use lotion or nothing like that because I'm like in a hybrid, light skin, in between dark skin motherfuckers. Coming back from vacation, I'm a little sunburnt. So I needed something to get my skin back right because I'm feeling like a reptile right now. So I'm gonna get this baby going on when I get home.
Oh, and look, you gotta shine on, everybody. Hey, look, I got like 4 cases. I got a bunch of cases, and I got the big jar too. That's old school. Y'all don't even know about that. He don't even got those no more. But look, I'm telling y'all, this shine is amazing. Help with eczema, you know, clear your skin up, all of that great stuff. So you don't want to miss out on this shine, man. Make sure y'all go get y'all a bottle of this.
All natural ingredients.
Absolutely.
Yep. Where they can find it?
So you can find this at shinecareproducts.com. Let them know that we sent you. Use the code FMF20, get you a discount.
Got to.
What's wrong with you, man?
And what's right with me?
Edging
is when you get to the point of climax and then you don't.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, well, you know, sometimes when I'm on my, you know, semen retention journey, I don't care to get my nut. You know what I'm saying? And I really be doing it for the exercise nowadays. You know what I'm saying? You know, just make sure I still got it. I don't really care. She good. She good.
She good,
She
yeah.
good. You know, get a little arm and shoulders and whatnot. But yeah, just I think sacrifice is definitely necessary to get to where you want to be. You know, as a man, but also it's like I don't want to say a quicker road, but it's a less treacherous road, a less, you know, a road with less obstacles when you sacrifice.
Okay.
I'm starting to, now that like I'm listening, is it sacrifice or is it prioritizing? Because we're not going to sacrifice our family, you know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing.
You
so
know, it's like
You have to sacrifice
but-
your family in certain aspects.
but you choose what you sacrifice.
I'm saying, give me an example of a sacrifice, man.
It's basically money, time, energy, whatever it is. Like you're talking about delayed gratification. You're talking about priorities.
It's delayed. You still get the gratification at the end. So that's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like, and I'm playing a little bit of devil's advocate on this one. You know what I'm saying? But it's like if I miss one of my daughter's performances, God willing, she'll have more performances down the line. I just prioritize something else over top of that because I know at some point I'm trying to free myself up to be able to go to more of her performances later.
But that's not a guarantee. So you take
I know,
that
yeah.
sacrifice.
Yeah.
So you
sacrifice family.
Well, we always make sacrifices. though.
So is sacrifice necessary?
Sacrifice is inevitable because we can't do everything.
Sacrifice.
I like that.
Sacrifice.
You know what I'm saying? We can't do everything, so you got to pick and choose what you want to do. So it's not really a
That's the big word of
sacrifice.
the episode. Say it again.
Inevitable.
Inevitable. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Hey, almost every episode we got that.
Yeah, somebody throws out something.
word.
I'm playing devil's advocate
I like
because
that
it is a sacrifice, but when I think a little bit deeper, I think it's even more so just prioritizing because we would love to do everything, but we can't do everything. So now it's just like, even if you're a single man with no children and you might not have no family, you might got to go to work, but you wanted to go hang out with the boys or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Or you want to go hang out with the boys, but you can't go make the money. It's just picking and choosing what battle you want to kind of go on. So I feel like it is a sacrifice, so I agree with y'all, but just playing a little bit of devil's advocate, I think it's more prioritizing, focusing on what's most important to you at that time.
And I'm gonna dive a little deeper on that, but I wanted to hear G's emphasis on sacrifice. Do you think it's necessary?
Yo, what's up, FMF Mob? What's good, yo? Hey, I want to thank y'all for all the subscribers that we got. We clicked over 100 subscribers, but we looking, man, we need more support. So y'all make sure y'all hit that subscribe button at the bottom. Make sure you like the videos and keep showing us support. Y'all take care.
I think, like what Paul said, there's no way around it. You don't have to sacrifice.
Gotcha.
I don't care if I like it or don't like it. I gotta do it. It's just making sure you make the right sacrifice. That's what I really make my mind on. So it's, like I said, I want to go out with my boys. I can't. I may want to just chill and pop some popcorn and just watch some movies. But I know I gotta sacrifice that movie for another week or so. I got work to do. I mean, there's no way around it. I used to get mad about it. Like, I want to be able to play. I want to play Madden all day and just sit with draws and everybody turn off my phone and don't talk to nobody. Just I don't care who calling, but I can't do that no more, man. Them days is over with. I can't do it. So no way around sacrifice.
Y'all are basically saying they're sacrificing every choice you make.
Exactly.
Exactly. And I wanted to clarify that because especially for the young men and the boys transitioning to men listening to this. Not
transition.
Hey, he coming back with a
Transition.
I missed all 2023.
I don't know what's going on.
Go ahead.
For the boys to men.
Okay, there we go.
The
Gotta clarify nowadays.
So I want y'all to understand that yes, you will have to make sacrifices. We've all, as we just clearly said it, we've all got to that point where we's like, why can't we just do what we want to do? And check out the AIM, Always Improving the Mind. I shall have a video uploaded about wants and needs. It's rare that you want what you need and that you need what you want. And that's why it's usually like I want to chill, but I need to work. But once you have your needs taken care of, then you can go after all of the wants that you. So sacrifice is necessary, but I want to say it's temporary, but it's only temporary, situational. Because at some point you're gonna have to make another sacrifice.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, so I wanted to clarify that for all the listeners, because that's where we get really like why? You know, that's where that question why comes up the most.
Yeah.
Why can't I have multiple? You know, why can't I just do all of the yes, you know, why can't?
She's like, I don't know.
Like, why can't I just chill and make money? Well, you got to put something into play where you have passive income, and then you'll be chilling and making money. Which is right now you have to sacrifice to make that happen. So I wanted to clarify that for all of the listeners, because you have to do what you have to do in order to do what you want to do. It's something that I've been drilling in my little brother since he was in single digits. I've been like, bruh, because he'll fight me all the time. And I think the younger generations, they get more and more to it because they call it a microwave society, because it's more of an instant gratification, because the demand is higher than the supply, because there's so much next day or that day access
messing us up,
that we have no patience. It ain't all this ADHD bull type. It's just the fact that you know you can get things quick, so you're used to getting things quick, so you don't have the actual discipline and the consistency that it takes to make these sacrifices to get to the longevity of the strongholds, the actual stuff that you want.
To really appreciate it.
We don't appreciate stuff, you don't value nothing, we don't work hard. We're going to talk about this, we probably make it a short. But I think women outwork men in this day.
What?
On OnlyFans.
Where'd you get that from?
Oh, no, we say that one. Say that one.
I'm trying to figure out where.
Say that one. Say that
I
one.
don't think a woman would agree with that.
Say that
Shit,
one.
like what?
Say
Unless
that
they
one.
delusional.
Say that one. Say
bro.
that one.
It's real. That's why.
Go ahead, keep on with your point.
Oh man, that's
So-
crazy.
So we're gonna have to.
Lying. I can't even lie in front of the whole world. You're lying.
We gonna say that. We gonna say that one. No, that's gonna be a whole topic.
That's a whole topic.
That's a whole lie.
That's another topic. It's not a lie.
That's the biggest lie I've heard.
That's the one you
Ever.
just you ain't paying
See, they
attention.
about to take it to the
Yeah,
top.
I know.
I can't get over that. That's a blatant lie. Like,
Back to the topic.
Hey.
Back to the topic.
That might go have to be next.
that's a lie. Like, man, you take it to a whole nother level.
Back to the topic. Sacrifice is necessary, and sacrifice go hand in hand with discipline. And usually when we hear those two things, we like cringe and shudder away from it because we have a negative connotation about it, but it's actually a beautiful thing. And like you said, we'll be able to appreciate way more when you sacrifice for something, when you put that work in towards something, when you delayed your gratification in this area in order to get this right, this will be upheld way more and valued way more than if it was just to be given to you. Go back to the lottery winners. When they just give them millions.
High chance they lose it all.
Uncle Elroy.
Uncle Elroy. Hey, but I want to talk about it on the flip side too, though.
Yes, sir.
You could also have bad sacrifices.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is people don't understand every action has an equal and opposite reaction to it.
Right.
So when you go out here and you do negative stuff, there's consequences and sacrifices that come with doing the wrong things. And it might not necessarily be to yourself, it could be to the people that's around you too. You know what I'm saying? Like you think about you got mama house and you doing illegal activity outside of mama house and then mama house come get shot up. That sacrifice, you putting up your family up for risk. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It's also we look at the good aspect, but I also try to look at it like, like I want to try to do things where I'm not putting the people I love and care about at risk, or taking a chance where I sacrifice myself and I get taken away from my like my daughter or something, and now she out here to fend for herself. So it's also that other side of the sacrifices that, making sure that you make good decisions.
Yes.
And things like that too. So
I like this topic because I think sacrifice encompasses everything that FMF, the message they've tried to portray to men since from the start. Yeah. I mean, the 2 years I've known these guys, like I only hang out with them when they're doing something, like not on no chill, not on no, let's just have drinks or anything. I'm only around them when they are working, like, or on the podcast, or we have free sessions Sunday, or we have rebuilding men. So
people don't really believe it's like that, but
we've been out for
it really be like that.
We've been working.
I hear all the time, you ain't that busy.
We're trying to get a
come on over here. Come to this life, yo. Come to this life, yo.
You want to free up some time? Come with me.
Gotta be some work involved with it. Either we working out or recording or
we doing
talk about plans. We ain't just sitting around just, you wanna go for a shopping date? No, we got some work to do, man. We can talk while we working. No. We consider this fun.
But we also still care about each other. You know what I'm saying? And we ask. It's not like we don't check in on each other or we not like having fun. Like for me, what I'm going after. Like G talk about it, I know I talk about it, like, the journey is the fun. That's the fun part of this whole thing is the journey. And that's why to kind of circle back to sacrifices, sometimes not all sacrifices is painful. No. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Not all sacrifices is painful. Like even the basketball thing, like, I might want to go do that, but then when I go make some money, I'm like, I'm glad I made that sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a good decision, Paul. So it's just it's a balance in that. It's a balance in that. And that's what this is all about, man. Sometimes we get it right, sometimes we get it wrong. I done made bad sacrifices. You know what I'm saying? I like to get a little personal, man. I remember right before my grandmother passed, she came into town. This is another reason why I love my job too. Yeah. My grandmother came into town, she wanted to see me. And I like, well, grandma, I gotta work and I'm busy and I'll be tired afterwards. I'll just catch up with you next time. Didn't get it next time. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like those type of things where you're like, you sacrifice that time, and it's going to be situations like that. You got to know how to just know that, you did your best in that moment. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like you was being neglectful. That's just the decision that you made, and you just got to go with it. And at the end of the day, people just got to rely on your character and what you put out there to people. So, not all sacrifices is bad. Sometimes you make bad sacrifices, sometimes you make good ones, but it's just about learning and growing from it. And that's the part of being a man, is owning up and accepting whatever decision you made and just keep pushing and going forward with it.
And I say, when you choose yourself, it's never a hard decision.
Oh man,
it's never a hard.
I like that.
and that's speaking from experience, right? Because my experience, right, what changed my whole trajectory of life. I was in a relationship, and I had goals and whatnot, but I was so caught up in making sure this girl happy and whatnot. I just couldn't.
Beta.
I couldn't. Yeah, exactly. My beta days. I'll say it. Well, I say my more. Well, in the words of Trey, my more unaware of myself days. But a year and a year.
But you know that women work more than men.
Yes,
lost your mind. I can't believe you still said that.
Women outwork men these days.
Oh my gosh.
Next time,
we're going back to what Trey was saying about things we think we need versus what we want. You sacrifice things you need, get the things you want, and the things you think you need will come more easily. Like it took a year and a half after getting out that situation for me to achieve this major goal I had for like 7 years.
Yeah.
And it was crazy, and now I'm just building on it, man. I'm building on it. I don't hang out with my boys, like they barely see me. They think I got mental health problems or something because they never hear from me. My family, like I was with my family yesterday, but that was the first time in a long time, like that I've seen my brother, my twin brother. I don't see him. He said it the other day. We don't really talk like that or catch up because I'm doing my thing, he doing his thing, but it ain't no love lost.
Exactly. Yeah.
I say that your life changes when you choose yourself. Choose yourself, and if the people that will be valuable to you will come along on your journey. It won't be forced or anything like that. You won't feel like you're fighting for it.
Yeah. And you shouldn't have to. And that's something that that we really need to change the trajectory on because it starts in the school system. What you call it? The school system. Indoctrination.
Indoctrination.
Indoctrination camps.
Throwing some good words out there. Y'all been reading. Y'all been reading, man. I like it.
Every day, y'all.
Every day. I like it, man.
So when you get thrown in that system that tells you repeatedly for years what you should be, how you should be, to the point where when to speak and what to say and what type of questions, and you really don't take the time to identify who you are. And that's why so many people have this I'm discovering myself journey, and it's usually like after high school, you know. For that, I don't want to go too far off of the topic, but for that area, like get some solid grounding on who you are and what you want. And like you said, when you focus on you and what you want, not to be an asshole about it, because I've been on both sides, but when you just like steadfast focus and discipline, like this is what I'm working towards, people will, your closest people, for one, they'll respect it and get out your way, or they'll love it and want to help. So don't feel afraid to go for what you want, to be who you are. You know, you don't have to fit in. You don't try to be. There's no such thing as normal. Everybody weird. You know.
Facts.
Everybody weird.
What's normal?
What's normal?
What's normal?
And why do you want to be? I always think about that SpongeBob episode when he smoothed out the edges and stuff. Like, why do you want to be like that? Like, be your weird self. You know what I mean? And that I had to learn that too, because like I was a mumble speaker because I didn't speak much as a kid. Speak when spoken to. Nobody talking to me. You know, and stuff like that. And then like now I smile and laugh regardless of if somebody's upset or whatever. It doesn't matter. And now everybody just knows that person is always smiling and laughing. And it draws in the right type of crowd, sometimes the wrong type, but you filter that out yourself, you know what I mean? Like, just being you'll get way further. Yeah. Way further, man. So don't sacrifice yourself for whatever it is that,
that's a good way to wrap it up.
Don't sacrifice yourself for some monetary or superficial, yeah.
I'm about to say, I say
superficial shit.
You may have to sacrifice yourself for some things, but not for the superficial stuff.
For the superficial stuff. Okay. You know, that's the same thing. This goes in the same line of you going broke to look rich. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the wrong.
Our community every day.
Exactly. That's the wrong type of sacrifice. Like, you don't have to go get a new car. You know, you don't have to do it. If your car good, you don't have to go get a new car just for clout. Stop chasing clout. You know what I mean?
I'm in that position right now. My car paid off and whatnot. I'm like,
I'm
tired of this Ultima.
I'm tired of it too.
I'm tired of this.
Goddamn Ultimas, man. Ultimas and Priuses. Understand.
Yeah, but G, you got anything you want to add before we close everything?
I think y'all said enough on this one. It was good. You said it's inevitable. You can't no way around it. I just don't worry about it. Just make sure I make the right sacrifice. That's all I worry about. Make the right ones.
Exactly, yo. So with that being said, man, if you need help figuring out any of that type of stuff, man, we got the mindset coach right over here.
Sir.
Y'all make sure y'all holler at him. But with that being said, that's it, fellas.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all take care. Peace.
All right.